Good morning, agents. So I've had a lot of you touch base with me and ask me to do a video blog on the listing management side of things in terms of the 80-20 rule, because the listings actually up front take quite a bit of time. Transactions take a lot of time over the span of, say, 30 to 40 days, but listings take a whole lot of time up front. So I kind of mapped out a time frame here, and I just wanted to go over that real quick. So let's say that you go and you take a listing. That amount of time could vary. Who knows how long that might take? It depends on if you have high I personality people that you're dealing with and they want to talk a whole lot. If you have strong D personalities like me, they're just going to want the nuts and bolts and they want to get it over with and your list and you out of there. If they are C or S personalities, it could vary on the time depending on how good your system is when you walk into the listing presentation. So I can't really factor that in because that's a high variable. But what I can factor in is drive time to the property to take pictures. Let's say that 10 to 15 minutes drive time there. Let's say that you have 30 to 40 minutes to do 16 to 22 still pictures, which is what you need for MLS and various other websites. And then let's say you take quite a bit more pictures for the actual visual tour. I gave that 30 to 40 minutes and then 10 to 15 minutes drive time back. So right there you've already got an hour's worth of time. Putting it into MLS, by the time you put all the information in, you have filled out the MLS profile sheet and you upload the pictures, you're looking at about 45 minutes to input things into MLS to build the visual tour. If you use RealBiz or Visual Tour or whoever you use as your software, that's probably going to take you about 30 to 45 minutes as well. So the next thing you have to do is you have to put it into Keller Williams Showcase. If you're pretty proficient with a computer, it's going to take you maybe 15 or 20 minutes to put the property into Showcase. Then you've got to put it into CSS, input all the data in there for your clients, the picture and so forth. About 15 to 20 minutes. If you have any other websites like Postlets or Realtor.com Showcase Package, anything like that, you're looking at about another 15 or 20 minutes. If you create a flyer for the property, even if you use a program from RealBiz or you have a flyer software that you use, that's still going to take about another 10-15 minutes as well. To upload everything to KWLS so that you're in compliance with Keller Williams takes on average about 15 or 20 minutes. So the total time for that from drive time to finish is about 4.5 hours. That's 4.5 hours on one listing. That's if you take one listing. That's the amount of time that you're going to spend for your data entry and pictures and building the visual tour and the flyer and everything else. This does not factor in phone calls to the client, amendments for price changes, anything you may have to do in CSS for feedback, and various other small fires that can happen throughout the listing process. That's something that we take and we do for you. The only thing that you have to do is go to the listing presentation and get the listing. And actually, we even add value proposition when you go to the listing presentation, because there is a sheet that we will give you to put in your listing presentation, also your buyer presentation, but we're talking about listings right now. We give you a sheet that has a picture of me, has a picture of Karen, and it has a picture of Jason, and a short bio about what we do. So, I mean, you talk about value proposition, you walk into a listing presentation and you can say, here is my team that I have working for me. So even if I'm out in the field, you can always get a hold of someone and they're always on top of the details. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well in terms of the listing management. That's something that we do, and it's definitely high value proposition to you. Definitely part of the 80% that we do so that you can continue to go out and do that 20%. So there's the listing stuff, and I'll continue on the next couple days with some sold to close stuff as well.